responding to everybody. Make sure you tap into the Patreon link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. But I'm combing through the emails and I see the Instagram reels and the TikToks and the YouTube shorts and stuff that y'all send me, and they are very, very interesting, including this video right here. And so one of the things that I've been learning to do is if I can, I go to look to find the original video that's been chopped up and turned into a TikTok or a short because I want to get the full context, right? And I think that that's important. And I haven't watched this video yet, but this is a viral video or a TikTok or a short that's been chopped up that is going viral. And apparently this video is close to almost a year old, but it was chopped up basically of a man saying that he's living with HIV or AIDS or whatever it is. I'm gonna watch the video and we're gonna find out together. At least he has HIV. That's what I'm being told. And the name of this video is called "Dear HIV Healthcare Provider," and he's living with it, but then he chooses to continue to have sex unprotected. That's crazy to me, right? And so on the outset, it always can seem like one way. And so I just want to get the full context. This guy here, his name, I guess his name used to be Justin J or something like that. And the name of his channel is called King Reads. I'll put a link to his channel in the description just to make sure that I give him credit and give him acknowledgement for whatever work that he's doing in order for us to react to it. But I want to go ahead and go through the video and I want to get the full context. And then I'll tell you the part that I seen when it came to the shorts or the reel or the TikTok that you guys sent me that led me to even be interested in reacting to this in the first place because it's absolutely wild. Let's get into the video.
I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. Period. Let me just say that I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. Let me just go ahead and put that out there. So let me go ahead and be full transparent. I will be talking about STIs, living with HIV, getting tested, all the other stuff. If it's a trigger for you, that's too much, go ahead, click off on this video. But for my healthcare providers, if 50 healthcare providers watch this video and feel some type of way, and they change, and if 20 of them change their stuff, I know the work is done. Because this experience I've had is just making me not want to go get tested, treated, anything. It's just so annoying. So recently, I have been having really, really bad allergies and sinuses and all the other stuff. And I wanted to go to the doctor. So my primary care physician, they treat, HIV and all the other stuff. So anytime I go for any other thing that might not be related to HIV, it makes sense to go to them. Like,
first of all, you can't say that they making you not want to get tested. That's your social responsibility. If you're going to be having unprotected sex or if you're going to be having sex in a general sense, just as a human being, right, living with anything or could be living with anything, that's your social responsibility. Now, yeah, I understand what you could be saying. And it's just from the outset, like the vibe is just off of me. I understand that they saying that, yeah, they should be more professional or maybe something like that. I don't know what he's going to say, so I'm going to deep dive into it. But to preface the video by saying that they making you not want to do it does not remove your responsibility in being an adult and taking care of business and making sure that you do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? That's your human responsibility. But we're going to see what's happening.
Go to them for everything. So I go and I do a walk-in and I get there. So I get treated at the VA. The VA takes care of me, which helps me save a lot of money because living with HIV and getting treatment and get tested, all that stuff, it can be expensive. As a girl who, had to pay out of pocket in the beginning, it was a mess. So the VA has been taking care of me with that. But
okay, wait. So in order to get treated by the VA, you had to be in the military or the armed services, the army or something like that, right? I just want to make sure that we all on the same page. Okay, that's number one. And then number two, he said, as a girl who? Did I miss? I just want to make sure that I'm getting the full context because I may not understand. It's a new wave. It's a new world. I've been living in my bubble. I see things one way. I don't know where y'all from. I don't know how y'all moving and all of that. But he said he's getting treated by the VA. So I'm assuming that he served somewhere. And number two, he said, as a girl who? So does that mean that regardless of what I see and whatever your biological makeup is, that you can identify as whatever you want to identify. I just want to make sure that I'm being absolutely clear.
I went to the VA and I sat at the doctor and I was waiting on them, to see me. And I saw the nurse. So the nurse is asking me these questions and she's just like, hey, what's going on? I said, hey, I've been having a sore throat for about a week and my allergies have been really, really bothering. I've been doing some research and I know it sounds like it's post-nasal drip. Like I have really bad allergies. All of my friends know whenever the seasons change, I start like sneezing and
Hey, shout out to you for going to the doctor, though. Most people don't even go to the doctor at all, so I got to give you some props for that.
all the other stuff. Like, girl, we about to enter fall. She's coming around the corner. I feel it. And also, I think it was like a high mold count the other day. So my allergies have been just like acting up. And I was around some folks who were smoking, smoking or whatever. So that might have been the thing. That might have been because like anytime I folks around people who smoke cigarettes, like a day or so later, I'll feel congested for a couple of days or whatever. It does that. That's just how my allergies work. So I was like, okay, girl, I felt it. So I was like, I think that's what it is. I've been testing myself for COVID. Didn't have COVID. I didn't have a fever. I wasn't feeling anything other than congestion and, sinus drainage. So I went there and, the nurse is asking a question. She's just like, da 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 da. I'm telling her the things. And then she says, well, have you been having unprotected sex? And I'm thinking to myself, like, what the she means unprotected sex? I'm like, I get so shook by the language because it's so outdated. It's so outdated. What the is unprotected sex? Let me tell you something. Let me zoom the camera right on in. This is probably gonna be zooming in. If I'm sucking dick, 9 times out of 10, there's no condom on it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. For real, I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for what was being communicated to me at that particular time. I'm triggered. I know I don't believe in using that word, and I don't like when people say it. But that y'all gotta start preparing me for this. Y'all can't just be sending me this stuff inside of the email, and then when I go to do some research to get the full context, God, Jesus Christ, where do we live? What is this? Okay, he's talking about whatever they identify as, right? I am such a fish out of water. He's talking about everything is outdated and the language and all of that. First of all, how are regular people supposed to know that we supposed to use a certain type of language about you doing whatever it is that you do in your bedroom? Yo, this is crazy. I'm not prepared to continue this video. I'm not prepared to continue this video. Wow. Oh, man. Jesus Christ.
If I'm eating ass, 9 times out of 10, it's no.
Jesus.
Delta dam on it. If I'm getting mine sucked, it ain't gonna have no condom on it. If I'm topping, there ain't gonna probably be no condom. If I'm bottoming, which rarely ever happens, if it does happen, probably not gonna use a condom, and I'm okay with that. I am HIV positive, and I am entitled to condomless sex. Point blank, period. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Now, all of my partners who I am engaging with sex with, they do know that I'm HIV positive.
All right, so this is wild. All right, so now I got the full context. All right, so 3 things. The first thing is I don't think that the healthcare providers should be held accountable or in the wrong because they're asking you all the health-related questions to better understand whether or not you're being affected by other things outside of whatever it is that you thought that you came in for. You talking about the pollen in the air. You talking about this. You talk about that. First of all, I don't know if they know that you positive. I don't know what the symptoms is. I don't know what the breakouts is. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they got to ask all of the questions to better understand what the possibilities is so they can start to narrow down what's wrong with you, right? Secondly, it sounds like when he went into it, one of the reasons that he's bothered is because he knew that he's HIV positive. yo, disclose that at the forefront so that they don't have to ask you the question and try to figure it out and wasting time inside of the doctor's office. But he knows that what his status is already. It's not like he's going in to find out. And then third thing is, well, let me go 3 and 3.5, right? The third thing is, man, just the very idea of having unprotected sex while you're positive with anything is crazy to me. Yo, I don't even want to remotely be in a space to where people are having this mindset. Like, I don't even want to be around this junk, bro. Maybe I just need to make sure I stay in my little bubble because this is crazy out here. But let me throw a little bit of an alley oop because I got to be objective. I have to be objective. The one thing that he said is, and we just have to take his word at it, is that everybody that he's active with knows that he's HIV positive. So if they know and then they still choose, because listen, we believe in freedom of choice. If they know and they still choose to participate, then that's on them. Now, that's the part that I wanted to get the full context about. And I'm gonna watch a little bit more of the video. I'm not really interested in watching any more than that, right? I don't want to watch the whole video because this is to the healthcare providers. I just wanted to see what the viral moment was about and all of that, right? But that's the part that I want to address. This person is not saying, listen, I'm just out here running around and running rampant. And again, we have to take their word at it. I'm just out here running around and running rampant out here and running roughshod. I got my HIV positive and I'm still busting everybody down. That sound wild. Pause, man. I don't even do the pause. Let's just do pause. All right. They probably took that completely out of context, cut that last part out, and then did whatever it is that they did. So if everybody that's participating with this person know that they're HIV positive, and again, I don't know nothing about all of that because I ain't got to deal with all of that. I'm straight. But if everybody is HIV positive, or they know that they're HIV positive and they still choose to participate, then that's on them. That is 100% on them. As long as he's not out here and he's not disclosing it, but then at the same time is doing whatever it is that he want to do, then that's a whole nother conversation. But just to hear this is crazy to me. Let me play a little bit more and see what's happening.
And, there's risk. We talk about risk. We talk about all these other things. And that is risk assessment for us. That's like us making, hey, girl, this is a person, he's HIV positive, he's undetectable, he gets tested regularly. Like, I'm going to have sex with him, point blank, period. Like, literally, like, that's what is going on. Like, that's the T. And what gets me is when I'm talking to these, like, what's funny about the VA is the doctors are younger because the doctors are probably straight out of med school trying to get their what's name, trying to get they I don't know what it is, I don't know, but I guess they residency or whatever the hell, and the nurses be older. And I went before, and I went like last year and I got tested, and I was talking to the nurse. I never forget, she's very sweet, she's very cool, but she's been working there for a minute. And she was just like, yeah, if you undetectable, you should be still using condoms. I'm like, girl, I'm not using no damn condoms. I'm undetectable. What the hell am I using condoms for? And she's like, well, I've been taught that you're supposed to say, girl, Like, this is me. I'm being authentic. I'm not using condoms. I'm like, you want me to lie to you? Do you want me to lie to you? She said, yeah, girl, I'm using condoms every time. You want me to give you the Captain Planet stance? Yes, I use condoms each and every.
I can't do it. I got enough context. It's a lot to take in, to know that people know their status. What's the point of knowing your status if you're still going to do whatever it is that you want to do? But if you having a conversation with every single person that you participated with and you still choose to rock out with them, then I guess that's a completely different conversation. I don't know how y'all just out here undetectable like Magic Johnson and out here living the life or whatever. And that was a joke. Don't worry. Haha, that was just a joke. Don't worry about it. Magic, holla at me. Chop that part out if you want me to. But my point is this, like, I think it's just the wild, wild west out here in America now, in the world. It's just the wild, wild west now. And so everybody is doing whatever it is that they want to do when they want to do it. Nobody has any kind of reservations. It's just, listen, let's do what we want to do. The one caveat is if you're having a conversation and you're telling everybody that you're HIV positive, that's one thing, but to expect everybody else to understand what your lifestyle is crazy. But I'm glad I got the full context. Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. T. Hanley, 30% off first order plus a free gift. I'm curious as to what y'all think. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm out.